week's podcast, I wanted to do some spooky activities for spooky season. One being pumpkin carving and maybe a scary story at the end. We'll see with time being left. I don't know how long this will take me because I have never really carved a pumpkin by myself. Someone always did it for me. So this is going to be my first time cutting it, taking everything out, and drawing a design. I also have my spooky socks on. So I'm feeling very festive and I'm excited. So if you also have a pumpkin that you want to carve with me, please do so and share your pics with us. But yeah, why don't we get started? There's gonna be a lot of background noise just because, I don't know, a lot is happening around me. So kids laughing. I'm supposed to cut this open and take all the guts out. So let's get to it. Oh my god. Shoot. This is gonna be hard. Oh my god. I think I cut too far. Oh my god. Look at me go. Oh no, the circle's so not a circle. Shoot. You know what? We're just gonna keep going. This is not going well. No. We're doing great. I'm not gonna be able to get it. Shoot. Oh wait, there's a scoop at home. What's that gonna do? I don't know. Oh wow. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna use my hands, so I'm gonna have to go wash them. Oh shoot. I'm making a mess. So before I do this, I thought I'd talk about theater threshold. I'm co-production manager for Theater Threshold alongside Kiara. And let me see, I've been in two thresholds as a performer, and I've proved two of them. I was a stage manager for Fade and a stage manager for the Bob Ross, the first one. And yeah, and the ones I acted in was Latinx. That one was so fun. I loved it. My family came to watch it, so that was really special. And the other one was a devised piece. It was very movement based. That one was like a whole month process of creating a whole show basically. And it was a great experience, and I still talk to the people I was in the show with. I got really close with them, so I appreciate that. Yeah, overall, my experience with Theater Threshold has been really great, and I've met really great people. And now I'm a part of an organization. This is getting nasty. I usually like to watch videos before I do anything so that I'm informed, but I didn't do that this time. Facts, y'all. I don't really like pumpkin. Don't cancel me. Ugh. This is. Oh my god. There's children screaming. Okay, and we're back. The lighting keeps going because it's like motion censored, so I have to like move around so it'll stay on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about jack-o'-lanterns. There was this man. He played tricks all the time, I think, and he wasn't accepted into hell or heaven. So he stayed on Earth, and he would make jack-o'-lanterns to lure people off the right path, I guess, to steer them away from that. That is like a rough summary of the You can go look it up to get the correct fact, because I don't know. Okay, the next part after you've taken everything out, or mostly, you're going to pick your design that you want to carve into the pumpkin. I've already started kind of drawing this pencil. I kind of want to do a calavera or skeleton like this, something like that. My pumpkin is kind of small, I was noticing, so I kind of have to work with the size and proportions. So I think it could work. I already started sketching out the shape of the skull. So yeah, first I'm gonna do it with pencil, and then I'm gonna draw Sharpie so that I can put it out. I haven't been watching scary movies this season. I love scary movies, but I haven't had time. But I recently watched Ready or Not. That's more like a like suspense comedy. Um, it's really good. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it. I saw it on HBO Max, but you can always rent it somewhere. I don't know where. Yeah, it was good. What movies are y'all watching? You can put it in the comments or something in the chat box below. Also, this is my first time filming a video like this, so I'm feeling a little awkward. Wow, some of these are really good. Okay, I can do it. I was gonna carve pumpkins with my brother, but I told him I'm gonna do a video and he didn't want to be in it, so I'm just gonna carve this other side also, but with him tomorrow probably, or I don't know, whenever he's free. But it's gotta be before the spooky season ends. So, voiceover time. I just wanted to mention that the day I decided to carve was like the loudest day in my neighborhood. I think everyone just decided to be the loudest they could be. Before I even started filming, there was music playing, like my neighbors were playing their music. And then when I started filming, the kids of the neighborhood that I've never even seen decided to go on a bike ride with all their friends, and they were being really loud as they passed by. And then the neighbors in front and on the side were outside in their front yards, I guess, just talking it up. And then the ice cream truck passes, motorcycles, cars honking, like, and then music playing. And then my neighbors were drunk and singing. And then my grandparents were also like watching videos on Facebook, like, by where I was filming. It was just really loud and a lot of background noise, so the clips are kind of cut weird. I think I'm gonna paint on the pumpkin as well because I want color. Hold on, I gotta sit down for a little bit. There's a Daria pumpkin. Hold on, I have to show you. Wow, that's great. Oh my God, there's a Lionel Richie. Oh, in English, these are called sugar skulls. In Spanish, we say calaveras. Calavera. This little fat cat. Like, that's great. I love that. So I've kind of done like an outline. Can you see? So let's get going. That outline. So this is just footage of me cutting into my pumpkin. Um, you could put a stencil if you want. I just decided to hand draw it and then cut out what I hand drew. But yeah, that's all this footage is. Hi, it's me again. Just wanted to mention when the lights turn off like that, it's because my lights were like motion censored. So throughout filming this pumpkin carving thing, they would turn off and I would have to like move around there and like swing something. It was not fun, but it definitely added to the experience. Okay, I got a chair because I don't know why I was standing. So I think this will be easier. Oh my god, I see it just bit me. I'm so itchy. Oh, I forgot to put mosquito repellent. They're still out here, even though it's October. So be careful. Uh-oh. It's okay. She's still cute. Stab her in the eye. I've now completed all the teeth. You can see I'm a pumpkin head. I've done the eyes, the nose, and the teeth. She's very meticulous. This chair is definitely broken, um, but I've done all the carving I think that I need to do. Um, I think, but I got this little tool to kind of like not carve out, but just make an indent. I'm gonna be happy with the mistake because there are such things as happy mistakes. I'm back. I had to take a little dinner break because I was hungry. Um, but yeah, this is what she's looking like right now. I made those indents, so I'm going to try and make other designs or something. I really don't know. Um, yeah, I'll probably time lapse this or something. Little voiceover again. So, I'm like digging into the pumpkin, and in the video, you can't really tell all those little details I did, but in the sunlight, you can see them. I tried to go through the pumpkin, but not all the way, so that the light would kind of still shine through, but it didn't work like that, but it's still cute.
Hey, it's me again. I say a lot. I apologize. But I just thought it was weird watching me carve as I'm editing this. So I just wanted to randomly talk about things. It was recently the deadline to register to vote yesterday, I believe. So if you are registered, please vote. Get to the polls and you can vote by mail or any other way you'd like. It's important.
Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. I popped off. So I think I'm done. It only took like 3 hours, not like in total carving it, but designing it, emptying it out, and cleaning it up. And I took a dinner break, and I was just trying to decide like what else I wanted to add, or like if I want to paint it tomorrow, which I probably will. So I'll film that, but I'll reveal it to you like this. Look, I carved my first pumpkin. I think. I honestly can't remember if I have before. I don't think so, but she's so cute. And my grandma let me borrow this candle. It's the battery powered ones. Oops, let's put this candle in here. She's still kind of dirty. There's seeds in there. It's not the cutest thing. It's gonna get dirty. It's not ready. Big reveal. Oh my gosh. Oops. The candle moved. Wait. Hold on. I think it's cute. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you guys for watching me carve this pumpkin. I think it's really cute. I liked how it turned out. I want to paint it because I think it just needs some color. This is really fun. I really suggest you try it. My pumpkin was like $4, I think, but I know the 99-cent store sells pumpkins, so yeah. And I got my little candy here, but thank you for joining me, and on to the next thing.
The next segment is a short story reading, a spooky story discussing La Llorona. Just a warning, there will be background music and loud sounds at certain times. So just sit back and listen. Thank you. It was the summer we went to our grandparents' house in Mexico that changed me forever. And I'll never forget that experience. My grandparents lived in a little village away from the busy city of Veracruz. It was a very rural town with dirt roads and locals selling food from their homes. Street food was the best. My grandparents lived in front of the train tracks that you would have to cross to get to the main street. And you could hear that train day and night, but you had to be careful around it. Certain incidents happened before. My grandparents' house had a lot of windows and screen doors. It was a very open house. I mean, you could hear and see everything from outside. During our stay there, my mom, my brother, and my grandpa left for a couple days to go to Mexico City. I decided to stay with my grandma and my little sister. We had fun and we liked hanging out with my grandma. And then one night when we were all going to sleep, we went to sleep in my grandma's bed because we were too scared to sleep alone. By my grandmother's bed, there was a big window where you can easily look into the backyard. It was a big yard. This particular night, the moonlight was very bright, so I could not sleep. It was bothering me. So I decided to put my blanket over my face, cover the light, and I started falling, almost falling asleep. But I was awakened by the sounds of the leaves outside crunching and rustling. I got so tense and started holding my breath, but I tried to listen. I guessed it was an animal outside stepping around the yard. Then the sound stopped, so I tried to go to sleep again. Moments later, the sound was happening again. The sounds of the steps were coming closer and closer to the window. Yet it no longer sounded like animal footsteps. It sounded like it was a person. I was still in bed next to the window, but I refused to look outside because I was starting to get scared. And then I could see a shadow being cast from the moonlight. It was the shadow of a person. The figure was a person. I started to freak out, thinking that someone was in my grandma's yard. And then I heard the faint sound of a voice. No, not even a voice, but crying. Someone was crying. A woman was crying. Now, I grew up knowing this story, and I immediately felt my heart sink and my chest get tight. I tried to ignore it, but I glanced, and I saw her long hair. The shadow's hair was blowing in the breeze. Then the shadow moved. I thought it was gone. I sat there, frozen. I saw the shadow again, but this time it was across the room from me, at the screen door, staring right at me. The shadow was now a person, a woman, in a dress. The shadow then lifted her arms and let out a loud wail and cry. I then swear I heard her say, "Mis hijos." When I saw that, I was terrified. I went under the bedsheet, closed my eyes so tight, my heart was beating so fast, I was holding my breath. That whole night, I was thinking about what I just saw. If what I just saw was actually real. The next morning, I wanted to check the area where it happened, and I happened to see some mud on the wall where the leaves were crunching, right by the window. It was slimy looking mud in an area that was not wet. My chest got tight as I started to think about whether this was real or not. Did I really just see? No. She's a folktale. La Llorona is not real, is she? Is she?